core beliefs, your assumptions versus my techniques. Truthfully, I'm going to take my techniques hands down every single time I try to consciously create something in my life. I'm not going to mess with assumptions and core beliefs, and I'm not going to worry about my foundation because my techniques bypasses all of that unnecessary steps in order for you to get what you truly desire. This is Susie, your beautiful millionaire swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful duckling. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my video. I will love you forever. I am a life coach with a 99.6% success rate in getting people back together with the love of their life. It's not the only thing I do, but it is my specialty. If you are interested in working with me or joining my paid Facebook group, please check out the links below. Core beliefs. I don't deserve a good relationship versus I deserve a good relationship. Core belief. I'm worthy of a good relationship. I'm not worthy of a good relationship. People don't really say those phrases. I have been helping people get back together in their relationships for 8 years. Not one person has come to me and said, Susie, my core belief is off. I don't think I believe that I'm worthy of being in a good relationship. They literally don't. They don't come to me and say, I'm not worthy of a good relationship. I don't deserve a good relationship. They literally say, I deserve this. I'm worthy of this. If those two words even come up. Until I started my YouTube channel, nobody ever came to me until 2 years ago. So the first 6 years of teaching people how to have a better relationship, nobody came to me and said, Susie, I deserve a good relationship. Susie, I'm worthy of a good relationship. They said, Susie, how do I change my relationship around and make it great? The core belief that I struggle, money's hard. The core belief that things are shitty in my life and life sucks. Those aren't beliefs. Those are stories you're telling. And you've ingrained that story so much. For example, core belief, I struggle. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. At the end of my paycheck, I get paid on Friday, and by Friday night, I'm broke because I paid all my bills. Literally, I'm broke. I worked in Walmart, and there was this person that worked with us in the department, and he got paid on Friday. This person got paid on Friday. This person got paid on Friday. And this person lived with their family, didn't have rent, didn't have electric, didn't have a cable bill. The only thing that person had was a phone bill. Didn't have a car payment, but they did have insurance on their car. So they had 2 bills. They got paid on Thursday because that's when Walmart paid. By Thursday night, when they got back to work on Friday, they were broke. They had 0 money. This guy was broke. 0. Not a dollar. I got paid on Thursday. I paid my bills. I paid half of my bills with my check. And I would have gas in my car because I had to pay rent, electric. I had to pay my phone bill, put gas in the car, buy groceries. And I would have $50, maybe to $100 left in my paycheck. That was it. And I used to feel bad because I had like $50 left. And one of the girls said, he doesn't have to pay a single bill. You are an adult supporting yourself, and you still have $50 in your account. Good job. Because it was something. Our core belief would be, I was struggling. But I got pointed out that I wasn't actually struggling. I was doing very well. My assumption was I was struggling. That's not my belief. My assumption, I am struggling because I only had $50 in my account, because I was only making $600 every 2 weeks at Walmart. So my assumption was struggle. My belief, there was no belief. There was no, I believed I wasn't worthy of money. There was no belief that I didn't deserve good money. So my core belief, I didn't have one about money. But my words I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Your assumption and your core belief is the exact same thing. You assume you can't have something because it's hard. You literally assume you cannot have this because it's hard. Or you assume you can have this because it's easy. Your core belief, your assumption, I get whatever I want. Your self-concept. I don't tell Chance, he's 8 months old, you're worthy, you're deserving. You can have whatever you want because you're worthy and deserving. I tell Chance the world is your oyster. You can have, do, or be anything you want. You're wealthy. You're healthy. You're happy. You're such a good boy. Why are you a neat freak? Somebody's got to be a neat freak because it's driving me nuts that, my house is a mess. Core beliefs are what people teach you to tell you that you are broken and doing something wrong. And that's why you didn't get this, because you don't believe that you're worthy. Do we actually really walk around and say the word believe? Because for the first 6 years of teaching and helping people to get what they wanted, they didn't even come to me and say, Susie, I don't believe I can have this. But these last 2 years being on YouTube, it's like, I have to have a good self-concept. I have to have self-love. I have to have good core beliefs. So the reason I don't teach core beliefs, self-concept, and self-love, because when you change your story, these 3 things automatically change to match your new story. Seriously, they automatically change to match your new story. So, conscious manifesting, Susie's techniques. I'm happily married to Jared. Why am I happily married to Jared? Isn't it wonderful I'm happily married to Jared? My core belief and my foundation is happy marriage. My assumption, my marriage to Jared, is happy. You're welcome. I don't have to do any of that work because I already built in to your statement, your phrase, and your question the new belief and a solid foundation. You're welcome. It's really that simple, guys. It truly is really that simple. When you assume something, it's the same thing as a belief. I mean, we could look up the definition of what an assumption is. So let's go get the iPad and we'll look up the definition of an assumption. There's Safari, there's Google. Assumption. Oh, I can't spell today. Actually, my keyboard wasn't catching up. A thing that is accepted as true or certain to happen without proof. So it's accepted as true or certain to happen without proof. An acceptance that a statement is true or that something exists. So an assumption is accepting that something's true. A belief is accepting that a statement is true. They're the same thing, guys. Your beliefs and your assumptions are the same thing. You're assuming that you have a problem. Therefore, you believe there's a problem. Either way, you think this problem is true. So how do you correct this problem? You tell a lie until you see that lie becomes true, and then your new belief and assumption will be that it's true. It's really, really this simple, guys. And I am so sorry because I have literally gone down this rabbit hole for many, many years, thinking that I was broken, I was doing something wrong, that there was a problem. And that's not true. It literally is that we are taking words and making them mean something that they shouldn't mean. Belief. An acceptance that a statement is true. An assumption, a thing that is accepted as true. So you believe your assumption is true. So, I'm happily married to Jared. My assumption, I'm happily married to Jared, means I have a solid foundation. My foundation is the word happy. What am I building the foundation that is happy? Marriage. So my marriage, my solid concrete floor is happily married. My assumption is to Jared. So I'm saying I'm happily married to Jared, and I'm going to persist in the assumption until it hardens into fact, and I will have my solid foundation, I will have my stability, and I will literally have everything I want without having to change my core belief. Because what you talk about grows. Your imagination, your thoughts, your words, and your feelings. And I cannot stress it enough. I tell the baby probably 1,000 times a day, why are you so happy? But I don't just say he's happy, I say we are happy. Why are we happy? My last video, I talked about the fact that it's been a rough week. Do I look like I've had a rough week? Do I sound like I had a rough week? No, because we are being told we're broken. And then we're being told we're not broken, we're broken in. And the thing that we're really doing is we are assuming that the previous relationships, the previous problem is something that we're doing wrong. What you're doing wrong is your perspective. So I don't have a pair of glasses here. Elvis Presley wore rose-colored glasses. They were those big glasses, and they were tinted a rose color. When he was on stage, the lights hit his eyes, and the brightness from those lights affected his vision. It was corrected with rose-colored glasses. Today, we have glasses that have a glare blocker to them, and they're called blue lenses or blue glasses. My youngest daughter, Georgia, just got a pair of glasses. So we had the blue put on them, we had transition put on them, and we had glare put on them. Because glasses have evolved from when Elvis was wearing the glasses. So a simple thing of a glass, so you walk outside. Did you even notice your transition lenses went darker? You walk back inside. Did you notice your transition lenses went lighter? Georgia was shocked. She was like, first time she's had transition lenses, and she's like, I didn't even notice they turned into sunglasses. And then she didn't even notice when we got in the car that they lightened up even more from when they were outside. And then when she went into the house, they were clear. 3 stages. An assumption. These are going to be hard to get used to wearing because they're going to have to take time to be adjusted. The assumption, they're going to be hard. The belief, wearing translation lenses is hard because you're assuming something to be true. You're believing something to be true. Believing is something is true. Accepting something is true. So you assume something is true and you believe something is true. So if you take my technique and put it to any test. Why am I spoiled? The universe automatically starts opening up doors for you. You get parking spots up front. You are treated better in a restaurant. People open up lines when you're going shopping. You are doing other things. So you don't like the word spoiled, because a lot of people don't like the word spoiled. So replace that with all my needs are met. Why are all my needs magically met? Why are my needs always met? And notice, what are your needs? You need to park close to the front door. You're going to get a close parking spot. You need to be treated with respect in a restaurant. You're going to be treated with respect. You're at work and you're doing your job. Your boss is all of a sudden going to be nice to you because your needs are being met. You want a raise, you magically get a raise. You're financially struggling. It's because you're talking about financially struggling. When Donald Trump went bankrupt and they told him, you need to affirm that you're a millionaire, Donald Trump said, why would I affirm that I'm a millionaire when I'm a billionaire? He says it about the presidential election. Why would I, what's he say? I am president. He keeps saying, I am president, I am president. And he truly, truly believes it, because that's exactly what a child does. Ophelia's playing house. She's the mom. One day she's playing house and her baby's really a good baby, and she thinks all babies are good. The next day she's playing house and her baby's terrible. She's exhausted. Babies are hard work. Nana, you take care of my baby. I can't do it anymore. I'm exhausted. I need sleep. I was up all night feeding this baby. She slept through the night. Her imagination, one day babies are fun and easy, the next day babies are hard. Her assumption comes from watching Chance. He poops and it goes out the back of his diaper and it's a 2-person project to clean him up. Of course that's going to be in a 5-year-old's eyes that the baby is hard. Think about that. Now she wants to play school. And how many videos do we see on 5-year-olds that give the most intelligent advice? Be true to yourself. Do the things that you love. Enjoy your life. Because you're assuming life is hard, you can't enjoy your life. You're believing a statement to be true. You're assuming a statement to be true. Well, assume what you want is true. That's it. It's a thing that is accepted as true. So you are accepting that it's true that this person can't be with you. But in reality, what you're saying is, I deserve a good relationship. I'm worthy of a good relationship, but I'm getting the exact opposite of what I think is a good relationship. You're putting it on this person, that person out there. I'm worthy of a relationship. I'm deserving of a relationship, but he's ghosting me, but he's disrespecting me, but is negative. If you flip that negative, I'm worthy and deserving of a relationship, and I have a great relationship, you're literally going to drop the I'm worthy and deserving and just say, I have great relationships. Because we really don't talk that way, guys. The manifesting community makes everything so complicated for us. It's why we struggle. It's why people come and say, you know, before I knew about conscious creation or the law of attraction or manifesting, things came to me so easily. Because what you focused on grew. And when you wanted to change something in your life, it magically changed because you focused on why it was changing. You don't need to see evidence to know it's changing. You do what Jim Carrey says. You turn around and we look at the swans and my beautiful new background. I love the dark wall. It makes my Paris painting pop. And what does Jim Carrey say? It's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Or it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. You want the balcony scene in Paris, you have to say it's happening. You want to transition from a duckling into a beautiful swan, because people tell me all the time, I'm not a duckling, you're a beautiful duckling. Remember, it's my beautiful duckling. You are a queen. Well, you have to transition. And they're stopping you from transitioning by using these alleged rules. You have to change your core beliefs. You have to have a solid foundation. You have to assume a solid foundation. You can have a house on a beach on stick figures. It's a stick house. It's what I call a stick house. There's literally sticks underneath the house holding the house up, so when the water comes in off of the beach, it doesn't get the house unless there's a hurricane. You are assuming that that house is fine when you move into it. You believe that it's solid, it's built good. So you move into that house and you live there for 10 years and everything is great. Now all of a sudden there's a hurricane coming in. Are you going to assume that your house is going to be destroyed? Are you going to believe that your house is going to be destroyed? Because for 10 years, you thought your house was fine. And you talked about the fact that your house was fine. So the weather progresses and the hurricane's coming in. And guess what? The hurricane shifted and it hit somewhere else. And your house was fine. Because you assumed it was fine when you moved into it. You believed it was fine when you moved into it. And you talked about how you have the most amazing house. You love your house. Life is so good. Living on the beach is the greatest thing in the world. The universe delivered. An assumption, a belief, automatically changes when you change your story. Which is why I use the word story, because vortex, vibration, energy, and state makes it complicated. It makes it hard. You're telling a lie until it becomes true. So you're persisting in an assumption until it hardens into fact. You are changing your state, which automatically changes your assumptions and your beliefs. But you have to make sure that the words you are saying line up with what you are creating. Because if you are telling the lie that you want to become true, the new story, and you are saying, I am worthy and deserving, but I'm not getting it. You are worthy and deserving of getting nothing. If you are saying I'm worthy and deserving, and that's why I get everything I desire, you get everything you desire. Assumption and beliefs are words that are used out of context from the actual definition. All it is saying that you think something is true. So you think you have a problem, therefore you have a problem. You think life is good, therefore life is good. You think this relationship is good, therefore the relationship is good. You think money comes in bucket loads, semi-truck loads. It's pouring into your bank. You turned on a water faucet and it was money and it just rolled into your bank account. That's exactly what you're going to get. I'm sorry that people make this so complicated. I was in your shoes and I swore that when I figured all of this out, I was going to find easier and easier and easier techniques. Self-concept and self-love is another one, and it's why I don't teach it. Again, you are assuming you are broken and you need to be fixed, and therefore you need self-love. You are believing that there is something wrong with you, and that's why things are happening to you. It's a bad story that is not serving your life. Change your story, your self-concept, your self-love, your assumptions, and your beliefs automatically change to match whatever you are creating. So create beautiful things. Talk to yourself and the universe like I do to chance. I can have whatever I want. The world is my oyster. Abundance is everywhere. There's enough stuff for all of us. It easily can be spread around. I can be a millionaire and so can 7 billion people on the planet. The thing is, not everybody wants to be a millionaire. Not everybody wants to be married. Not everybody wants to be happy. Everybody is at their own level of learning, and we complicate things because we put our opinion out there on what is good and bad. And I am here to bust the assumption that manifesting, law of attraction, conscious creation is hard. It's really simple. Talk about all the good things that are going on in your life and you will get more good things. Talk about how your relationships are great and you will get more great relationships. Talk about how you easily make money. It comes in bucket loads. It's steady, it's dependable, it's reliable. I believe there was the quote, I earn a lavish income, or I have a reliable, steady, dependable, lavish income. I believe that's what it was. I have a reliable, dependable, steady, lavish income, and that's what you're going to get. Because guess what? A reliable income is getting paid every 2 weeks from your job or every week from your job. When you run your own business, it doesn't get paid necessarily every 2 weeks. You have what is called feast and famine mode. Some days you have a lot of money in the bank. Some days you may not have a lot of money in the bank. Because that becomes the pattern, you need a reliable, steady, dependable income from your business. So you don't talk about your business income as a monthly paycheck. You don't sit there and say, I make $10,000 a month. You sit there and say, I make $100 a day. I make $1,000 a day. I make $2,500 a week. I make $10,000 a month. My ex-husband did this with the business. We make $100 a day. He would not take truck and trailer out for the lawn business unless he made $100 a day. He's had this business. The business has been running for over 20 years now. The truck and trailers still do not go out unless there's $100 a day. If you say I make $100 a day, but at the end of the month, you tally up all your deposits in the bank account and you are making $15,000 a month, which number do you want to stay with? You switch to, oh, we make $15,000 a month. Well, $100 a day is reliable. $15,000 a month could be one job at the end of the month. That's why businesses talk about money different than people who work 9 to 5. Because we don't know where the next check is coming from. So we have to create a statement that becomes true. And we have to keep repeating that statement over and over again. So your foundation, in Susie's world, your foundation is what you affirm is what is created in your life. So if you affirm you're happily married, you're going to get a happy marriage. If you affirm you're struggling in all relationships, all of your relationships are going to struggle. If you are affirming you're being ghosted, if you are affirming I don't understand why they're treating me this way, and they're treating you in a negative way, that's why you get what you get. If you are literally changing your words, telling a lie until it becomes true, your new story is going to have the beliefs, the assumptions, and the things that you want in your reality. It really, really, truly is that simple. I love you guys. Have an absolutely positively amazing day. And as always, leave me a comment and let me know how I am drastically changing your life for the better.